Zen. Everybody Zen. I love Zen. I love Zen. And I'm Zen because I'm calm. And I'm calm because we are recording the greatest podcast on earth right now, lads. Welcome back to Across the Pond MMA with me, Alfredo MMA, Marauder MMA, ZombiemanJay. We want to get Lucas Hood on as a special guest at some point in the near future, but he couldn't make it on. Oh, sorry, Lucas Hill. I called him Lucas Hood. Lucas Hill, everybody, the guy that slept Alfredo MMA in a fight. Aljamain Sterling whooped Yusuf Zalal yesterday, guys. What's our thoughts?
He tries his
Look, let me say something, bro. All right, let me say this first. All props to Aljo, right? I'm gonna give due credit where due credit's due. This man showed championship level experience. In round 4 and 5, after it was looking a little iffy for him in round 3, I gotta give props. Like, yeah, you can't even hate on that. However, we need to pump the brakes on a couple things real quick, bro. I'm hearing people saying this guy's the toughest matchup for Volk. Whoa, I don't know what people saw in last night that made them go, "Oh, this guy can beat Volk." No, guys, what are we doing? And the second thing is, I'm hearing people say he should be next for the belt. And I'm like, Mobzar genuinely must have the ability, like, you know how in Men in the Black where they make you like, I think in Men in the Black where they go like this, and they make you like forget? This man could beat Diego Lopez, and then people go, I want to see Diego Lopez fight for the belt again, yeah! And then Aljamain Sterling can lose a freestyle submission grappling match with Aljo. Aljo can lose a submission grappling match with Mobzar, and then this man beats Ortega and beats Zalal. Am I missing anybody after this fight? Those two, right? Yeah, that right. Mm-hmm. And now people are like, "Yeah, I want to see Aljo fight Volk next, bro." Let's be so for real. This is so performative, right now.
Let's see Aljo versus. I was going to say LeRon. I'd love to see Aljo LeRon.
No, I don't think Aljo should be fighting and lose it. I think Aljo should be fighting
The reason why you think that
I meant that because he lost his last fight. I think Aljo should be fighting Gene Silver. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, personally.
But it's just that nigga was LARPing yesterday, right? So that when he was clapping on his head at the end of the fight and he was trying to make himself look vicious, but those shits aren't doing any damage. He just adding up strikes. It's not really doing nothing. Like, Zalal was smiling. This nigga looked happy to get his ass whooped because Aljo didn't whoop his ass. He punched him with no damage. He punched him for the significant strike count. So he's not even really doing effective damage. I've seen him. He was active, but this nigga's not black. He's LARPing as a black guy. He can't do any damage. He can't put any damage on anybody. He's just gonna punch you and try to make you look vicious. No, he's not vicious. He's a regular nigga, and if he gets John Silva, that's not gonna be fun.
Yeah, John Silva would hurt him, in my opinion.
Yeah, dude, because this is my thing, man. Like, so people, there's my tweet out there where I said I gave props to Aljo for the win, but I also said I felt like Zalal let the fight slip away. And people had a lot of issue with me saying this, and I get why, because, to address the elephant in the room, me and Aljo, we don't see eye to eye. We had our back and forth, which, by the way, UFC and Aljo should cut me a check, because let's be real, a lot of performative Aljo fans popped up this week who were calling him a slave after the Yan fights, but all of a sudden now Aljo fans, because he's based Aljo. Like, I should be getting some credit for that. But regardless, Zalal did let the fight slip away, because let's not forget, the first 3 rounds were competitive. Like, first round, you could make an argument Zalal won the round. I don't think he won that round, but there's an argument. Round 2, Zalal was working the jab, actually landed some shots on Aljo, shows his back on the feet, gets taken for a ride, and then he loses the rest of the round. Like, yes, he let the fight slip away. two things go a little bit different, he might win the fight, or it was like a majority draw. Like people act like this is crazy, but again, half of y'all probably had the fight on in the background and y'all were trying to pretend to be hardcore, trying to be like, oh, I love Apex cards, Dana. I'm such a hardcore dude. I'm just such a high level MMA watcher. And you're sitting here telling me it was one-way traffic when that didn't really start till round 4 and 5. If we're being real.
That's the reason he tried. Oh yeah, that's the reason that nigga tried to bang his head at the end, because he knew niggas don't watch him, so they would log on Instagram and see him doing that shit. Oh, Aljo had a dominant performance. That nigga, it was a good performance, but Zalal could have easily won the first 2 rounds if he wasn't dumb. And then,
thank you.
Yeah,
but I don't understand why. Here's the thing. So, right, we all picked Zalal. So here's the problem.
I don't think I
because.
Did.
Oh, sorry.
I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember, to be honest with you. I don't think I did.
I didn't confidently pick Zalal, but here's the thing. It sounds like court if I say Zalal kind of fumbled the fight. But let me just say this. 2 things can be true at once. You can fumble a fight, and the other guy that capitalizes on you fumbling the fight can prove in doing so that they are indeed extremely crafty. Aljamain Sterling, in my opinion, is one of the craftiest champions or former champions to ever fight in MMA, right? Because I don't really value Aljo as a true all-time great, because it's not his fault, but some of the context behind some of his biggest wins, in my opinion, they kind of hurt him when I put him near the top 10. I just can't quite put him there. But Aljo finds a fucking way to win. Well, I have always said that about Aljamain Sterling. In the Yusuf Zalal fight, I really felt like Yusuf Zalal started off feinting. He wasn't giving Aljo any explosive openings. If you look at when Aljo fought Corey Sanhagen, he took Corey Sanhagen down, or he started backpacking him, because Corey loaded up with, like, I think it might have been a switch kick to the body, and Aljo caught it and he ended up taking him down. You look at Piotr Jan, flat-footed. You know, he left Aljo with a big opening. Aljo took his back, stole some rounds off of him. And against Yusuf Zalal, Zalal was starting off round 1 and 2 really, really well. If you don't agree with that, I think you're a numpty, right? You might not like that, but I think you're a numpty, because it's clear. Zalal was dominating Aljo. Aljo had no idea how to gauge distance with Zalal when Zalal was feinting, when he was disguising everything, when he was using his jab. But when Zalal actually opened up, especially in round 2, with that winging right hand, which is so uncharacteristic of Yusuf Zalal, he never usually does that. Aljo is so crafty. It took one little moment, one slight slip up, and Aljo was on his back immediately. So 2 things can be true at once, in my opinion. I've got to give respect to Aljamain Sterling's craftiness, bro. I think he might be the craftiest champion ever.
Yeah, Fredo, what's your thoughts, bro?
Being honest with you, I think that Aljamain Sterling is a rotten swine. I think that he should be banished from the UFC. And if you're asking what are my reasons to this, I'm just still salty about the Piotr Jan fights. I know it's been a while, but I don't really care. I can't accept it. But if I'm actually being serious, okay, yeah, I think it's a really good win. I think. Is he Volk's hardest challenge? No. Like, I think Volk's too clever.
Yeah.
I think he can have moments against Volk, but I also think Aljo on the feet, man, like, he's so hittable. Like, even Zalal was finding him, and he's so lucky that Zalal doesn't know how to plant his feet and sit down on his shots. Like, he's always thinking about moving and all this, and he can't just thingy. Whereas if that was like, honestly, a Kevin Vallejo, I'll be honest with you, Kevin Vallejo fucking chins him. If that's a Gene Silva, I'll be honest with you, Gene Silva fucking chins him. Low key, I think Diego Lopez would fucking chin him as well.
Oh,
like,
Diego Lopez would
I'm not even taking the piss.
What about
So
Lerone?
the reason,
You know what, Lerone, after watching the Movsar fight,
all I will say is, though, is Aljo has higher submission ability than Movsar. So I think if Lerone, bro, I could see Aljo submitting.
that is true, but Movsar's better on the feet than Aljo. Like, a lot better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, Aljo he's got to rely on a lot on takedowns, but when it comes to striking, you saw what he did to Zalal, just bum rush, try and overwhelm, then go for a takedown sort of thing. And I don't know if I don't know, like, that's like another close decision.
But again, Aljo doesn't
What?
know what to do against guys that actually feint in front of him. Laron can feint. Laron can move. Laron actually sets things up. Aljo just... This is why he got KO'd against Sean O'Malley. I know he'll say he had problems and stuff, but look, dude, he had no idea how to gauge distance with Sean O'Malley. Absolutely no idea. That's why Sean O'Malley threw a front kick. He just feinted, threw a front kick, took a step back, and Aljo came rushing in like this. And Sean O'Malley cracked him with a right hand down the pipe. Dude, you can say whatever you want. That's technical reasons. He's losing to technical reasons. So I don't think he's that technical.
He doesn't need to be, because, like, when you think about every single high-level fighter in the UFC, all of them have an X factor. And Aljamain Sterling's X factor is, if he takes your back, like, there's a chance the fight's over. I remember when he took Peter Yan's back in the second fight, they're screaming on the commentary, oh, this could be it, right? That's how you know a fighter, how you know it's his X factor. And with Zalal, he could just be dumb shit and just rush in, like, any type of entry, and it's going to have a threat because Zalal's thinking about that takedown and the back take, and then when he gets it, it's like, oh, shit, like, what is Zalal going to do? He's not going to get out of this. So, I don't. Where do you guys rank Aljo's X factor among other high-level fighters? Because if you, like, let's say Pereira's X factor, he has two. I think it's the hook and the calf kick. Let's say, like, a guy like Ilya's X factor, you could say.
I don't know, man, because when was the last time Aljo got a finish?
Bro,
it doesn't even matter about the finish, but we just saw him on the back get back control, and that's how you.
I know. I hear what you're saying, but, like, I feel like if you want that X factor, you also need to be somewhat consistent with getting finishes.
You don't need to finish. You just need to be dominant with, because Volk doesn't finish people, but his X factor is. What is it?
He's great at MMA. He's great at MMA. Like,
so you're saying he doesn't have one?
Honestly, like.
Volk's
low-key, Volk doesn't actually have an X factor, because you can't really point to one area where you're like, oh, if Volk takes you here, it's cooked. I think that's what makes Volk so great. Like, he actually isn't. Yeah, like, and you could even say the same thing about John Jones. Like, is there an X factor about John Jones? Like, if anything, if you're gonna say there's an X factor, it'd be like Volk's ability to adapt and his ability to game plan. John Jones is probably his creativity, his ability to just, like, kind of make stuff on the fly.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying with Aljo, but I feel like his X factor is low-key very situational, though, because when he runs into somebody who can at least negate that, it kind of doesn't. Like, for example, Mavzar basically said, look, I will, because Mavzar is the better striker between the two. Like, if Mavzar kind of wanted to be more sprawl and brawl and keep it here, he probably could have made the fight a lot easier for himself. But he said, you know what? I got a guy who's a grappler like me. I want to test myself and see, like, how far this can go. Aljo's X factor didn't show up against Ortega. And this is an Ortega that literally the night before is, like, dead. Like, this is a guy who is coming post breakup with Tracy Cortez. Yo, dude, man, she was arguing with me, man, at 3 a.m. at night, bro, before the Volk fight. And this dude who's cutting weight and is looking like death. And Aljo's X factor, the back take, was non-existent. And the thing is, I get Ortega has great jiu-jitsu, but that's what I'm saying. It's situational. A real X factor should show up regardless of who's standing in front of you.
See,
like,
that's not true. That's not true. It's not true. Hamzat's X factor didn't show up against Gilbert Burns. He didn't get to do what he does with the wrestling, but he still prevailed, showing how he's a high-level fighter.
He didn't really approach that with grappling. It wasn't like he was trying to get Gilbert Burns down. Like, it did even attempt many takedowns.
To be fair, he did.
That's him. That's his X factor, and it didn't. And the reason why the fight was a war is because Gilbert Burns shut down his X factor.
He wasn't relying on his X factor for that fight, though, was he? He was trying to prove his. How was he? He was trying to prove his stand and bang.
Hold on. I think. Okay, wait. Hold on though, because let's think about it. In the first round, Hamzat did get Gilbert Burns. Like, he did get him up, and he was like. He was ragged on him a bit. What happened is Gilbert Burns showed the half guard with a knee shield. Hamzat felt that and was like,
I don't like this.
You know what? It's not even, well, yes, he didn't like it, but he's also like, do I really need to do this? Let's just, like, make this more like on the feet. Like, let me just let's go here instead.
Well, I feel like it when you look at Hamzat though, because I kind of agree with. I know where Maraud's going with it. Although I would say Aljo's X factor again. He's kind of like a crafty vet, except he can do it at the highest level. I don't know if that makes any sense because even against Ortega, he doesn't have a good jab. Like if you showed Aljo's jab to a boxing coach, they might throw up. But he has a crafty jab against Ortega. It was crafty. Do you know what I mean? And it was working.
Yeah. You know what Aljo needs to do? He needs to take dancing lessons. The problem is like people who can't strike, they can't dance. Like, cause there's a rhythm to it. Like Aljamain Sterling has like Steve Urkel levels of blackness. Like he has like the awkward, like quirky black kid energy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I have some of that myself too. But he just like he just can't dance. Like you can tell that like if you throw Aljo on the dance floor, like he's gonna be off beat. He's gonna be looking stiff. Like he doesn't have it like naturally. Like Volk, you know, Volk's got a little bit of rhythm, bro. That's why Volk, you know, like he's got that good timing and whatnot. Like Izzy, great striker because what Izzy can dance. Lomachenko, what did they have him doing growing up? They had him doing Ukrainian dancing. Like if you can dance, you can strike. Aljo can't dance. Like he's got two left feet out there.
Low key though, do you not think Aljo? So I have a bit of a take. Aljo is what people say Dricus du Plessis is, right? Now what I mean by that is, everyone would act like Dricus can't lose. Well, I know Aljo's lost, but Dricus just always finds a way to win. But I really feel like if I was to look at somebody who's a bit goofy but always kind of finds a way to win, it is kind of Aljo, bro. He is what Dricus du Plessis made out to be.
I agree on the feet, but the grappling, I think it's a lot different. Because I think when Aljo does get gotta get his hands together, whole different ball game. Like he looks.
Sorry, but like, what's with this fucking run of BenJay coming out with the stupidest fucking takes?
Yeah, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
I actually think about Aljo's like similar to DDP. But I get what he's saying though. I know what he's saying though. Because
why does Aljo never get? Bro, everyone loves Dricus because he's goofy.
No, striking wise, but it's like because with DDP, it works for him with the striking. It doesn't really work for Aljo because it's just like.
Bro, it does.
I get what he's saying.
He's not doing it like others. Like you're saying that Aljo will be capable of, like, I don't know, like the equivalent of DDP finishing fucking Whittaker. You think Aljo will be capable of that?
No,
in
but
fact,
what Aljo
has he
does
finished anyone on the feet?
Aljo puts hands on people still though, even if he's not finishing them. He does kind of.
No, nigga, he don't do that. We just seen him. We saw him fight yesterday. He tried to clap him like a monkey.
Even if it's baby hands, dude. Even if it's baby hands, he's still putting hands on him. Like even if it's
I kind of get what BenJay is saying though. Like you know that video of Aljo, he's hitting pads in Thailand, and then the coach is like, "This guy's was a UFC world champion. Like this guy sucks." Like I get what BenJay is saying. Like you look at Dricus du Plessis. Even like, especially before Whittaker, you're literally like, this guy will never sniff gold. Like,
yeah, no. It's more like when Aljo wins, I'm surprised people don't go. You know, before an Aljo fight, people don't say what they said about Dricus, which is Dricus by somehow, some way. Sometimes I feel like this guy's better than Aljo in a lot of areas, but somehow, some way, Aljo's going to crafty it up and get the better of him. I feel like he's avoided the goofy. Maybe it's because
I don't see this narrative.
So the reason why is because Dricus doesn't have an X factor. He's a wild big South African nigga.
He does have an X factor.
Does he?
What X factor?
He does.
Which one?
Bro, right. In a chaotic fight, that's his X factor. He makes fights chaotic.
No. That's not his X factor.
He
don't have one.
Kinda.
I don't think he has one.
I'm going to be honest, though. I think it's an X factor, but a different one. I think it's his timing. I think Dricus... Yeah. He has really good timing. Like if you look at the Whittaker fight, the way he was able to drop him, that southpaw jab, really good timing. Even in the Izzy fight, his way of like sometimes stumbling into like shots, like the takedowns, and even like some of those shots he was landing on Izzy, he does have good, natural, intuitive timing. Like he intuitively understands how to fight. That's why you can't really like get too like, you can't break it down and be like, oh, Dricus stepped this way and he won the outside foot battle. It's not that. Some people intuitively just know how to scrap. Like you could have probably threw Dricus out there before he ever trained a day in his life. and he could probably beat a lot of people just because some people do have fighting in their DNA. Like it's a real, like it is a thing.
Bro,
Is it
bro,
his
we're
time?
talking
Is it
about,
his timing, or is he just a big African nigga, Jay? Like, let's be honest, this nigga's big and African.
No, he's a big Dutchman. That's what he's a big Dutchman French guy. That's what he is. He's
Okay,
Top
but
five.
my point about what you brought up, Jay, about him not going to dance class, and Ben Jay about the druggies thing. Yeah, so he has had a whole career already, and he hasn't went to dance class. This just reminds me of the point where I bring up that a lot of fighters don't improve; they just have better or worse performances. Aljamain Sterling has never improved his striking in his whole career. Since they showed clips of him fighting Pedro Munoz, and I was like, really, nigga? Are y'all really calling this like cool? Today or yesterday, he's striking even worse. Like, so I look at Aljamain Sterling as a fighter that hasn't improved. He just has different stylistic matchups, and he performs better. Why are fighters not choosing to improve? The only fighter I've seen that has improved, like that is improving, is Merab. You know what I mean? Merab has improved. He showed improvement in the striking.
I'm writing down the top 5 X factors right now. Marauder makes a really good point because you were asking me where would I rank Aljo with X factors. Bro,
Yeah.
I think the biggest X factor in MMA history that I think is the threat of Khabib's takedown. Dude, that would make the cleanest strikers go completely wild.
Sorry, would you say second then is McGregor low key with the striking? Because like people were
Honestly,
scared
bro,
about left hand.
I actually think Marab's cardio goes high. Because I feel like Marab's cardio was its own fear factor where people were like,
I mean, if we're talking about this, Hamzat's got to be up there, though. Hamzat's wrestling threat.
Yes.
Because look, at the end of the day, you took a guy like Usman, where Usman, I mean, this is still one of the best wrestlers we've ever seen. And Usman had to literally almost knock himself out to not get submitted.
Are we forgetting about the very, 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 very big elephant in the room, Francis?
Yeah, dude, Francis' power. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
His X factor was a no.
Even someone like Derek Lewis. Too.
Yeah, what did Marauder just say?
You can't put Francis in the top 5 when Cyril Gane was dancing. Stipe in the first fight dancing.
Yeah,
can't put him in there.
You
can put him in the top 10. You can put him in the top 10, but the top 5.
If I would have put him in my top 5, I'll put him in my fucking top 5. All right.
Even Stipe.
You want me to call Lucas Hill?
Dude, even Stipe's, his fade off 1-2 or his right cross, that was a good X factor in his prime.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. You know who's got an X factor that we're just ignoring, bro? Pantoja. Dude, Pantoja's going out there like not caring about getting hit, just getting do. But then as soon as he grabs somebody, rounds over.
That's because he's fighting Kaikar of France.
Whoa. He did this Moreno, though. Moreno, Roy.
Put him in front of a nigga like John Dodson. He shut that shit down.
I agree.
Bro, can't forget. This is kind of an X factor, but in his prime, John Jones' reach. Yes or no?
I think it... Yes.
No, he's eye pokes.
Bro, we're talking about, when he was smashing all the legends and kind of his own generation. This is what
for sure. I was going to say, though, when he fought guys like Gustafsson, though, and Dominic Reyes, it was like, when you take that away, he's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I can see it. I think for John, it's his creativity, though, the way he's able to just make stuff up on the fly. And Anthony Smith had the whole quote of like, if you take John Jones' individual skills away, like separately, he's not that good. But when you put them together, it makes him good. People got mad at him for saying that, but it is kind of true. Like, John is not like world class in any individual skill set. People say, what about wrestling? Dude, if him and DC wrestled, John would get tech falled. John would go home crying if he wrestled DC, because that's world class. John Jones is high level, but not like... And you don't need that. We just saw Buchecha and Fajeda and Rodolfo Vieira. They're world-class jiu-jitsu guys, but you got Makakano and Span who are goofy goobers and just went. So that's just that's what I'm saying. So sometimes people get mad when you say a fighter's not world class in a skill set. It's not an insult, because being world class in MMA is just as good as you want it to be. Charles Oliveira is not a world class jiu-jitsu grappler. In terms of accolades, he's not. Like, if you look at his actual jiu-jitsu resume, he's not like world class. He's really good. He's better than the average person, but he's not Kron Gracie. He's not Buchecha. He's not Rodolfo Vieira. He's not these guys. But in MMA, what is he though? He's better at all of them in MMA jiu-jitsu. It's way better.
Yeah. Bro, I think one before we move on, I want to mention this one. This is a great X factor. Piotr Jan's adaptability. That is a great X factor in fights, dude. Mid-fight,
don't let Murata get started. Don't let Murata get started on this.
Adapting mid-fight.
What has he done? What has he done in his career to adapt?
No, he is a strong point of his, but I don't know if I'd say it's an X factor, because then like you've had like times of like he didn't adapt when it came to Merab in the first fight. He didn't adapt.
But then in the second fight, he adapted and he didn't.
Yes, in the second fight,
it's not adapting.
There's a lot of instances where he hasn't adapted.
That's
It's not adapting. It's him getting his ass whooped, right? So Merab in the first fight, there was no adaptation because he can't do it. He gets his ass whooped and then he wakes up.
What happened?
In the second fight, Merab was still like, I don't. Why do people try to? No. So I was there in person. Why do people try to paint the second fight as a domination?
It was domination.
Incorrect.
No, it is correct. It was domination.
Incorrect.
If you disagree, then you're just wrong.
Merab,
just because Merab was throwing a lot doesn't mean it was close.
Did Merab pick that nigga up like this?
No, so Merab.
Did Merab pick that nigga up like this and walk around though?
No. Well, for one round.
Nah, see that shit?
No, Murata, like, if you don't know what you're looking for, that's okay. Like, you clearly don't know what you're looking at. So, like,
right, okay.
It's like you need to land strikes in order to score. And who is... In fact, what's the bigger beatdown, Jan in the rematch or Merab in the first fight? It's Jan.
Oh, I would say, though, an honourable mention, Lucas Hill against Alfredo the first time. Bro, that was a beatdown. That was a beatdown. Bro, by the way, Lucas Hill merch is going to be dropping soon. I'm proud to announce the Lucas Hill merch, bro. We're going to be dropping canvases. We're going to be dropping... Bro, we might even make our own MMA glove saying Lucas Hill on it. All right, bro.
Why are you ducking that, dude? Like, the spirit of Lucas Hill has got this man shaking, bro.
Literally. I just hate how Jan fans are so delusional. Oh, we beat him, Merab, in the second fight. Okay, first of all, the first two rounds were razor close, and then they were, because Merab was landing big strikes too.
It's easy to score. It's easy to score.
It's not easy. Do you not remember
easy to score? I'm not being funny. Being funny. If you think that's not easy to score, go back to licking windows. You know what I mean? Like, that's really. How stupid can you be?
Alfredo, nigga,
there's no bicep there. What you doing?
Do you not remember that when that happened?
Remember what? What?
When he picked him up like this and just walked.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's brilliant.
What happened? Yang got up.
What happened? What did he do with it?
Yeah.
So Jan had two X Factor moments, two big moments that made us forget about the whole fight. The fight was really close, 48-47. 48-47.
It's not 48, he's 50-45.
48-47.
50-45. Beat the piss out of him.
I'm not buying with that propaganda.
Yes, I'll give you 49-46.
That's best is 49-46.
Bro, before we got it anyway. What did we think about?
He literally kicked the shit out of him. He had him running. He had him scream.
Yeah, he can't just go. He kicked him in the body.
Did you wait, Martin? Did you hear him screaming when you were there live?
I hear him screaming, nigga. That was Merab's fourth fight of the year. Jan can't even fight twice a year. How many title defenses does Peter Jan have? Can somebody tell me? Somebody let me know.
One.
It's gonna be one soon.
With who?
Merab in the trilogy.
Nope.
Yes.
We'll pick him up again.
He's gonna win the trilogy. You think he's gonna win the trilogy?
He's gonna this time. Next time
Mr. Tape
when
and Study can't understand that Jan's gonna win the trilogy.
Merab doesn't adapt. Merab has the same style in every fight. That's why he lost to you.
No,
Merab's gonna get hurt to the body again. Merab's gonna get hurt to the body again.
Merab is the only current fighter today that is showing rapid improvement.
I disagree.
No.
Oh yeah, he looks really improved in that. He looks really improved in that Jan fight, bro.
I was gonna say Merab did show improvement though in the Sean O'Malley rematch though. I mean, before that, the whole narrative was Merab doesn't have a submission threat and all this, and Merab's boxing got better. Like, let's be real, against Corey Sandhagen, dude, he had Corey Sandhagen, as Merab says, the technical maestro, the guy who makes things look aesthetically pleasing. He was rattling his brain, bro. Corey was like, he's just out there like.
Well, I'll tell you what,
you know that thing at like I don't know if British people see this, but you know how in America when you're at like a car dealership and they got that thing that's looking like this. That was Corey Sandhagen against Merab, bro. Gets the cage like.
But bro, Corey Sandhagen nearly beat Merab himself. Like he pushed Merab to the limits.
Oh my gosh, dude! The only reason I say that is because his nickname
48-47. That was a close fight.
White Maestro.
46 Merab.
This is what Corey Sandhagen be doing. Like he be out here probing like this,
and
he like keeps his hands down.
Anyway, I want to bring peace to the podcast right now because this is something we can all agree on. I'm sorry to say this, Jack Della Maddalena fans. Carlos Prates is going to sleep. JDM. Now,
sorry, go on.
Now, I'm going to just briefly explain why, if that's okay, lads. And if you disagree with me, feel free to jump in. So, I was rewatching all of JDM's fights today because what I don't want to happen is, because he lost to Islam, I don't want to underrate him by thinking, oh, he lost to Islam in a one-sided fight, so he's not that good. No, JDM is good, and I actually think up until the finish, JDM will probably be winning. And this happens a lot in Carlos Prates' fights. This has happened even since Trevin Giles. Trevin Giles was putting hands on Carlos Prates in moments. He actually was. Now, I think this will be back and forth. Prates will do the usual Prates thing, which is some front kicks to the body, some knees to the body. And bro, if JDM picks up his guard, which he usually does, he picks up his guard to parry and block straight punches, Prates can land those front kicks to the body. But at some point in this fight, JDM's going to walk into a straight left hand and he's going to go out. He is. He's going to go out. What do you guys think?
I just wanted to say, still on topic, a bit of a plug. We will be doing a watch along for UFC Perth between JDM and Prates. We just done a watch along for last night, the hate watch of Aljamain Sterling, and we want all of you there again. We got plenty of people in. It's a good laugh. We had a new host. We had Dog J MMA who made an appearance. It was brilliant stuff. So make sure you're there for the watch.
We actually had two hosts last night. We had two hosts. Don't forget the other one. Don't forget the other host, bro.
So yeah, it's a great laugh.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Lucas. I believe in Lucas.
So anyways, boys,
That's
so
where
when it comes...
he tries to talk about Carlo. Lucas Hill gave this nigga big nightmare problems. I'm sleeping well.
Wait, Ben, where's Lucas Hill from again? Where's he from in England?
Lucas Hill is actually from Hartlepool.
Bro, you're getting Hartlepool problems, kid. Hartlepool issues.
Dude, we're talking about Carlos Prates' straight left hand, bro. Lucas Hill kind of had a similar straight left hand against Alfredo. So
Lucas Hill doesn't fucking exist. We need to put this to bed. I'm sick and tired.
Knock your memory out of your mind. He does knock the memory out of you,
right,
bro.
Shut up. It's about JDM and Prates. It's not about this imaginary fucking twat. So, right. JDM versus Prates. Yeah, I think actually the leg kicks are going to be a problem. And the move, like people keep on saying, I've pointed out, the perfect style to beat Carlos Prates kind of is Ian Gary, because he's very in out. He's not plodding. JDM's got good footwork, but it's different. He's willing to just sit on the edge of range, and then he's got to get in range as well to land his shots. Whereas Ian Gary he's a similar height and build to like Prates, so he's able to fight at range still. JDM can't do that, and again, he's a bit of a plodder, and I don't think he's going to check the leg kicks of Prates. I think Prates is going to chew him up at range, and then eventually when he's like, fuck, I kind of need to go for it now, then I think he's going to get tagged and get knocked out in the second round by like kind of basic bitch kind of prediction, but a straight right down the pipe.
So for me, this fight is heavily dependent on what stance JDM comes in at, right? So weirdly enough, Carlos Prates, he's a cultural appropriator too. When he fights other southpaws, when he's fighting in closed stance, he's actually a lot better. If you look at that Jeff Neal fight, and even when he was fighting Leon Edwards, he's being able to pop that jab out really effectively. And he's really being able to like chain combinations together when he's fighting other southpaws. Now, JDM being a switch hitter, sometimes JDM comes out primarily southpaw, primarily orthodox. He does like to blend the two together. If JDM comes out southpaw, I think it's going to be a very, very rough night for him, particularly because, again, Carlos Prates having a huge reach advantage, but also he just does really well with the lead hand in close stance. In open stance, this is where it gets interesting. Because Carlos Prates at times, you know, that one highlight of Charles Radke where he's like reaching out, holding his glove, and Radke just like stands there and is like, what do I do? And then he just like knees him. But in open stance, he's not as effective, which is weird because he's a southpaw. Like you would think as a southpaw, you would like be crazy in open stance. Now I know he knocked out Leon Edwards when Leon switched to orthodox, but a lot of that was because Leon switched right in front of him. Like Leon didn't change anything. He just switched right in front of him. So the Prates already had his foot on the outside. So Prates can just shoot that left down the middle. But with JDM,
well, he also slept. I know I keep mentioning it. I know he's not that good, but he also slept Trevin Giles. But Trevin Giles was putting hands on him. But at the end of the day, all Prates had to do was touch him.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the issue with JDM is JDM can kick. Like, he's got some decent body kicks, but what Ian Gary did well was Ian Gary would keep head kicking Prates. Like, when they were out of distance, head kick, get the hands high, quick little level change, scramble, and then they get right back into it again. So Prates could never get going, not because Ian Gary was, like, running away. It's just that he was keeping Prates honest the entire time. Like, Prates would be in here, and he would have to keep doing this. JDM, I don't see him being able to do that because JDM is going to be, you know, doing this and that, but Prates might just be able to like slip, and then boom, like I could see that the knockout being like this. Like JDM is kind of like, you know, putting the pressure. Prates kind of like circles out and then Prates back steps and just shoots that left, and then JDM goes like stiff. I could see that.
A problem. My last point I want to mention, which expands onto Jay's point, is so if JDM was really good at keeping pressure on guys against the fence, I think he could actually finish Carlos Prates because JDM hits really hard. But here's a problem. So against guys that have actually put combinations on Prates, what you'll notice is when people, especially in Orthodox, actually commit with combinations, Prates shells up and sometimes he'll take 4 steps back and put himself right against the fence. Now, JDM, I thought, bro, if JDM throws like a 4-punch combo on Prates, puts his back up against the fence, works the body, like Prates is in real trouble. But the problem is, even against Beneil, against anyone, you go against Kevin Holland especially, he'll land a 4-punch combination, and then JDM will take 3 steps back himself. He doesn't keep guys against the fence. He resets all the time. He's either attacking or he's defending. He doesn't keep guys in situations where they're panicking up against the fence. And the problem is, when guys, even if they're putting hands on Prates, when they allow him to take a few steps back and then walk back to the center of the octagon and reset, he doesn't ever lose momentum. And what Ian Gary did really well is Gary would commit with a combination and Prates would try and reset, and he would do it again and Prates would try and reset, and then he would throw, as Jay would say, he threw like a head kick, or he would just keep Prates, stop him from building momentum. But JDM actively allows guys to build momentum. He does this to everybody. So I think he's going to get knocked out in this fight. And I feel bad for him because everyone's going to say he wasn't that good after this.
Yeah, Prates is going to kick this nigga shit. I had a problem with thinking about this fight. I was really back and forth because I seen how Jeff Neal was putting him against the cage. But one thing you also have to take into fights is who's cooler, right? JDM's a nigga from Australia, and Carlos Prates is a favela nigga with tattoos and smoking. If you really think about it, if you were training in a gym and they were about to spar, you could easily tell like, oh, that nigga's gonna whip his ass. And not only just with that, he's gonna kick his leg up. We've seen how Islam's leg made that nigga twerk, shut him down.
Oh, yeah.
Prates is gonna kick that leg. It doesn't matter what stance it is. JDM has to be perfect for 25 minutes, and he's not a perfect fighter. He's Australian. So Prates is he's gonna win that fight 100%.
Yeah.
He's going.
No, you're right though, because people will talk about Jack Della Maddalena's boxing, and the problem is, I think it's good offensively. Like he's really good at switching stances mid combination, but at the same time, he gets beat up a lot. Like he got beat up by Hafez a bit. He got beat up by Kevin Holland was actually putting hands on JDM in moments. He actually was. He was he was shoulder rolling JDM straight right hands and countering him with the Floyd pull counter. And that's Kevin Holland, brother. All right? I know Kevin Holland's not bad, but I'm just saying, he gets tagged up. And against Bilal, he ran into Canelo hands against Bilal, kind of.
Yeah, Bilal was touching him. With Holland, it's a mixture of big country plus black style. But JDM, the thing is, even if he hits Prates with his biggest shots, that nigga just go smile at him. I guarantee JDM will land a big shot and nigga go start smiling at him.
Do we not think that there's a possibility that Prates quits? I mean, do you remember when Ian Gary pointed out that video of Prates quitting? I'm thinking, hey man, JDM got some nice boxing to the body as well. If he lands some nice body shots and Prates starts, he's got that long body as well, that long face.
Do you know why?
You know like when Marauder got dropped by Carlo? It's like similarly to that.
But the thing is, I mean, Alfredo, you know more than anybody about straight left hands. You know more than anybody about the straight left hands, right? Now, the thing is with Carlos Prates, bro, when Ian Gary was pulling up that Carlos Prates, he was calling him Prates. He was like, Carlos Prates, shut the fuck up, Ian. Stop trying to pronounce his name properly and just speak. All right. I know you're trying to be all respectful and stuff, but stop with the, what do you think? Carlos Prates, shut the fuck up, Ian. Seriously. Stop pissing me off.
Ian Gary owns him, though. When you own somebody and have a son, when you have a son, you get to name them. When you have a son, you get to choose their name, though, right? So with my father, he chose my name. And Ian Gary, he can call him Protege, whatever it wants. This is his son.
But you know what's funny, though, is that's one of those fights where, yes, Ian Gary put on an amazing performance, but I really feel like Prates would beat him in a rematch, though. That's like the weird thing about it.
He would. He fumbled the finish in the 5th round for no reason.
Why?
He didn't. Because you're delusional, dude. There is no
delusional.
Yes, correct. Ian Gary put on a performance that he would put on 10 times out of 10. There's no rematch.
I don't think so. I disagree, though. I disagree that style can be.
What is Prates? Hey, AJ, what is Prates gonna do in the rematch?
First.
So I think the biggest thing is you'd have to be more active with his lead hand, because Prates, particularly as a southpaw, and he's going to see a lot of orthodox matchup. The biggest flaw he had was Ian was being more active. So Prates would have like the bottom hand, Ian would have the top hand. So Ian would grab here, send. What do you mean? What do you mean?
He pieces him up.
Dude, what is Prates? He's gonna come in there and kick his arms again, and Prates go. It's not even no.
Prates would just have to sell out. He would have to sell out more. He would have to be willing to eat a couple and being able to actually.
Wasn't Ian Gary getting like takedowns easily on Prates as well?
But Prates was scrambling though. He was shutting that down though. Like he would get taken down, but he get right back up.
Prates actually out grappled Ian Gary overall.
Overall,
yeah.
How so?
Well, but he was reversing Ian Gary's takedown.
Yeah, he was
putting him in trouble.
Well, didn't he get taken down a handful of times? No,
bro. We saw.
Bro,
in the
no,
fifth
it
round.
wasn't. No, it was not short notice. Don't do that.
Yeah,
bro, he was literally he was scheduled to fight Joaquin Buckley.
Bro, we saw in the 5th round what Prates would do if he.
Oh wait, no. I'm wrong. That was actually the Shavkat fight. My bad. It was actually short notice. My bad. My correction, because I was looking at the shop.
So shut up.
My bad, bro. Actually, I could have said nothing, and none of y'all were going to correct me anyway. Y'all wasn't even going to correct me. Shut up. Y'all wasn't going to correct me.
Nah, but Ian Gary would do the exact same again. Like, I think Prates could win because he could win against anyone because of his power. But like, Ian Gary's he's the perfect style to beat Prates.
We saw in the 5th round though, bro. When Carlos Prates actually committed on Ian Gary,
he had one moment out of 25 fucking minutes.
No, it's contextually different. You're not.
Go ahead then. Elaborate on what the context is. I'd love to know.
What happened was Carlos Prates came out in the 5th round and realized, oh wait, Ian Gary's not actually that good.
Oh,
And he
fuck
started
off.
fucking him
here
up.
we
Fuck
go.
off.
Here we
He
go,
did.
nigga. Here
Ian
we
Gary's
go.
not that
happened?
good. Hey, you don't have to like the guy. I'm not his biggest fan, but Ian Gary's not that good. Are we taking the piss?
Bro, Alfredo, as soon as, yes or no, when Carlos Prates actually started throwing punches, did he or did he not nearly knock Ian Gary out cold?
He
Yes.
almost finished
No,
him, yes.
dude.
Yes.
Come
Yes.
on, Benjay. He
So in a
didn't even hurt him on the.
rematch,
That's not how it works.
so in a
Dude,
rematch, Carlos Prates knows if I just hit this guy, he'll die.
Oh yeah,
Bro, Benjay.
I'm gonna go with the guy who had five fucking seconds compared to the guy who did 24
He had a full
fucking minutes
round.
and 55 fucking
Benjay,
seconds.
he hurt him on the ground, not even on the feet. No, that was on accident. No, Prates generally did that on accident. Like it would be a different scenario if he hurt him on the feet and they're like, oh, we need to see that rematch. You know what I mean? But Prates accidentally hurt this nigga on the ground. That's why he didn't even know he was gonna be finished. He didn't know Ian Gary was close to be finished because he didn't know he hurt him. He never hurt about anybody on the ground before, even in training, nowhere.
Bro,
So he was like, oh
accidentally
shit.
hurt him. So as soon as he started throwing punches, he hurt him straight away.
Bro,
An
the way you're
accident.
making it out, it's like Nate Diaz, Leon Edwards.
No,
Me?
it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes,
It's
it
not.
is. Yes, it is.
No, it's not because
Yes,
with
it
some
is.
you're acting like Ian Gary's levels above Carlos Prates. What are we doing here?
Yes,
he is.
correct.
He proved it.
Stylistically correct.
He
bro,
did prove it. He styled on him on short notice.
Bro, like Lucas Hill styled on you, little bro. Stop it, man. this guy got fucking. This guy's terrified of straight left hand power punches, brother. This guy's doing this to the point where he's discrediting my boy Carlos Prates. He learned from the GOAT, Mauricio Ruffy. This is what Carlos Prates learned.
Oh, so that's why you got a hard on for this guy, really? Because he trains with Ruffy, who, by the way, he's left the fighting now, so I don't know why I've still got a hard on for Carlos Prates.
Bro,
you know what I mean? Like,
So wait,
fucking-
are we all picking Prates though to be JDM? Like,
yeah.
at
And
the
And
end of
as
the
a
day, we're
nigga
all
that has a
picking
Prates build, I can already feel JDM in there for him. So I basically fought a nigga like JDM last week. It's gonna be a quick fight. I can feel it. Now I didn't get to use my kicks and stuff, but if I was, then I'd be like,
Oh my god, bro.
Fair
got-
enough.
Get him in Muay Thai
They've got a
plum.
nice co-main, though. What have we got for the co-main? Beneil Dariush versus Quillan Salkilld, brother.
I just made a
Do we
Salkilld
think,
video. I just made a
Go on.
Salkilld video 4
No,
hours ago.
yeah, we
he's
did
gonna-
watch that low, bro.
I did.
No, go on.
Yeah. Salkilld is the most promising prospect in UFC history. Like he has a promise.
Was it not Melky Costa just like last? What do we mean? It was just Melky Zel
Oh
Costa.
my
Now it's
God.
all as cool as Salkilld.
No,
Didn't,
I said
no, didn't Marauder say that Melchizedek Costa's the best prospect in the UFC, but he was like, but he's not a true fighter, so he would lose to Arnold Allen.
Yeah. By the way, I
listen.
just want to say Ethan Ewing is a better prospect than Quillan Salkilld.
Incorrect. So
No, he is. Ethan Ewing is way
so-
better. He's way better. He's more polished.
Yeah, I didn't switch up. I said Quillan Salkilld has the most promising one, right? So the thing about him is he likes to learn on the job. So he's fighting lesser opponents as of now. So guys like Yanil Ashmuz and Hakaras and Malarkey, instead of just beating them easily like how other prospects do, beating them with their strengths, he's gonna go into their world and beat them there to not only mentally break them, but to get better for the next level. So with Malarkey, he could have just knocked him out, but he chose to grapple with him to feel that. With Dariush, he can knock him out in the first 10 seconds, but I see a world where he chooses to engage in the grappling just to get ready for the next level.
I kind of disagree a little bit. So I don't know if Malarkey is that good of a grappler. At least I could be wrong and not remembering too much of Malarkey's career. I know he's like essentially like a role player in like MMA terms, but I've primarily seen most of his wins come from the striking. I do think Salkilld is a better grappler than he is a striker. I do think his striking is a tad bit overrated in the sense that people think that's like his A game. No, his A game is his grappling. We saw the Nash Moosh fight, which I do agree with your assessment on that one. And against Hasbras, I will say there was one thing that concerned me. In the Hasbras fight, the way his takedown edges were looking, they were looking a little iffy. Like before the head kick, he was looking like whoa. Like he was shooting from like 10 feet out, and Hasbras just like pushing his head down, and it was looking like Now, maybe you think he's trying to set up something high. Maybe. I think what I like about Salkilld, though, is I do like what you're saying, like learning on the job. I would call it more he's just kind of intuitive. Like he goes, you know what? Let me just throw this up here. Like most prospects have a game plan, and if it doesn't work, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't take him down. I'm cooked. Salkilld just goes, what not? What if I just kick the corner up in the head? What if I just, and then, they go out cold, right?
Man, so Abdul Malik. Oh my gosh. This nigga sucks.
Hey, not too much on Abdul Malik, bro. Not too much.
You just didn't explain it though. They go in there with a game plan, and when something doesn't work, they don't know what they're doing. It is truly,
a lot of prospects, if they're a grappling heavy base and they go out there and they can't get it, they're like, bro, I gotta go into MMA fight and strike. Oh my gosh. But Salkilld, though, I do like the fact that he's well-rounded. So against Beneil, I'm gonna say this though. I am picking Salkilld to beat Beneil, because people are gonna think I'm picking Beneil after what I say. This does remind me of Gamrot versus Beneil though, because y'all remember when Gamrot was getting ready to fight Beneil, and it seemed like Gamrot was getting he was getting put in those conversations at the time. I know it sounds different now, but there was that talk of Gamrot, Arman Saryukin, Vazeev, all these next generation of guys from Europe, Caucasus region. I know that Gamrot's from Poland, but you know what I mean? Like that era was gonna be taken over. Like people were saying, man, Gaethje's scared of Vazeev, bro. And only a couple of them really broke through. Like even at one point, Guram Kutateladze, they were saying Guram, and I was one of those people too, thinking Guram Kutateladze was gonna be up there. And I say that to say, Beneil went out there and they were ready to say, yeah, Beneil's done. Like Gamrot's gonna get him out of the top 6, and he went out there and he shut down Gamrot. So I not saying Beneil's gonna do that against Salkilld, because Beneil's taken a lot of damage since then. But let's not forget Beneil, crafty grappling though. Like this guy could scramble well. And if Salkilld does take it to the ground, I don't like that idea, to be honest. Because let's not forget, Beneil is super, super high level on the ground. Now on the feet, this guy basically get knocked out by a gust of wind. Like you could probably knock him out, Marauder.
No question. He can't box. So if me and Beneil were to get in there, if he wants to try to make it a wild shit, I'm a dog ass nigga. So I don't see that going well for him. I agree with you.
Bro, this is actually, so I kind of feel like when I look at this fight, I kind of feel like I'm channeling an inner Marauder MMA, right? And let me explain why. So I was like, I could look at this and say everything you guys are saying, and I actually completely understand. Beneil Dariush doesn't believe in himself anymore, right? He doesn't believe he can win fights anymore. He's just turning up to collect a paycheck. You can't possibly... Bro, what even was that knockout against Benoit? What even was that? What happened? I'm still trying to catch up with it to this day. It just kind of happened. Getting put out like that has to be the most degrading, what the fuck just happened to me? I'm old as fuck. I need to retire.
He has a degrading kink? He's got a humiliation kink?
I could be saying a lot of things right now, but I don't want to get demonetized. There are things I'm trying to say. I'm trying to fight the words, so stop trying to put me on that path. But the thing is with this fight, Dariush is turning up, grey hair, looking across the octagon at Quillan Salkilld. Quillan Salkilld, he tries everything because he believes he's good everywhere. Even if he's not as good as Dariush as a grappler, him believing that he is probably going to win in this fight. I know that might sound stupid, but bro,
no, self-belief
this is
is
the
a real
power
thing,
of
though.
friendship type of fight. This is what I'm saying. This is like a fucking... Bro, at this point, I genuinely, if I tell myself I have a good enough jab, I think I could outbox Beneil Dariush. All right, brother? Because I'm telling myself, I believe I do, right? You know what I mean? He doesn't have any belief in himself. He needs to... Bro, I have the secret right here. This is a law of attraction book. I will give Beneil Dariush this book because, brother, he needs to believe in something right now. And I'm telling you, bro, he does not believe he can win this fight. I know he can say he does. No, he doesn't. He's turning up for the money. And I like Dariush, and I know he's going to talk about his religious stuff and stuff, which I respect. You're going to get knocked out. It's okay. You've had a great career, but this is a step too far. If anything, this is kind of... God kind of intervened for Dariush here because he said, we can't do Torres. We just can't do it. This can't happen. So we'll give you Salkilld, who will do you in, but not as bad as Torres would have.
I don't know, man. Salkilld might have been worse. Like, who's to say that might have not? Like, cause dude, Salkilld, bro, like he had Nasrat out here. Like Nasrat. This is what sucks. Nasrat could win 20 fights in a row, and his career highlight will just be, oh, his parents own a bakery. That's what he'll be for the rest of his MMA career. Beneil Dariush, you know how we had, you know what's funny about Beneil Dariush? Beneil Dariush is a top 10 highlight in UFC history, but they focus on the commentators and not him. Like, you know that meme of the commentators with like, oh, that's from the Beneil Dariush fight with, oh my God, the light-skinned dude, Drakkar Klose. But no one shows the clip. They always just show Joe Rogan, Anik, DC going, oh, like, that's what I'm saying. Beneil Dariush, his only major highlight is going to be him probably getting slumped out by Salkilld.
I just want to say I'm disappointed in every single one of you. I'm not talking about you, the viewers. I'm talking about Marauder, Jay, and Ben. I want to tell you why. Because they spent too much time yapping on about this fight because we all know the outcome. We don't need to fucking, oh man, this, that. We all know what's going to happen. Salkild's going to flatten him and send Dariush into retirement, and that's all it is.
I do think we got to apologize real quick. We got to apologize real quick to one person. Our thumbnail editor, Hendrix, he's a Beneil guy. He's one of the few Beneil, like he's Beneil's strongest soldier. We just slandered Beneil for this entire time. So, we're sorry, but yeah, your boy's going out cold.
Yeah,
he doesn't believe in himself, bro. He needs to believe. He needs to believe. You remember fucking Bo Dallas in the WWE?
Yeah, he just got, bro. Why are you being like that, bro? He just got released from the WWE and you're fucking rubbing it in his face.
Oh,
well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Anyway, guys, Dariush got in fact, I'm going to act now as if it already happened. I'm going to be an Iliad warrior. Who's here after Dariush got slept, everybody? Wow. Who could have seen this coming? I mean, I'm sorry. I like Dariush. He seems like a nice guy, but I just know, bro.
We're going to see like that knobheads if Dariush wins, by the way, but he's not
going to. All this shit, got a gray head and everything, nigga. He not no fighter, nigga. That's the type of nigga I'm calling out right now. Once I reach my prime,
bro. What we're saying? Are we ready for the? Are we ready to talk about? 1 second. News came in today, guys. Sad news. Ulberg's going to be out for 8 months, right? He's going to be out for 8 whole months. So, should he vacate? Will he vacate? Or if he doesn't vacate, what should we see?
If he's got if he's got a pair of bollocks, he'll vacate.
No, we don't.
No,
no.
I want to nip something in the bud real quick. This whole idea that there's a precedent being set by Jamal Hill and Yuri Prochazka is preposterous. Now, I get it. Yuri, he's a weeb. He's a glorified weeb, and people give him a pass for, adopting the samurai culture. Like, okay, cool. Right. Okay. I do believe that Yuri Prochazka is the type of person to be like, I'll give up the belts. I can't. I will believe that he's probably the type to do that. Jamal Hill, however, you know what they did? I promise you, Jamal Hill, they went to him and said, look, Jamal, let's be real, bro. We're gonna let you say that you vacated, but we're stripping you, bro. So we're gonna let you either, like, it's the same way when Ilia Topuria and Islam vacated the belt to go up and fight for the second belt. They didn't want to give up their belt. They want to be double champ. But the UFC said, hey, bro, we're not letting you get 2 belts. So just say that you vacated, so it doesn't have to be, so people are going to get mad at us for saying we stripped you. So
I agree.
Ulberg does not have to do the honorable thing here. So if news ever comes out saying that Ulberg vacated, the UFC stripped him. But I'm going to be honest, light heavyweight is not at the point right now where we need an interim champion or even like a new, like, let's be real. Magomed, everyone's saying Big Ank. He just got slept. He got mollywopped. This guy is not like championship material right now. I'm sorry. I get he beat Alex in the first fight, but Alex went in there and took his coffee shop, snatched his chain, and sent him back to the now he's not in the coffee shop no more. He's the barista now. He doesn't own the coffee shop. He's the barista now. All right.
Dude.
And then we're talking about Paulo Costa, getting into a title fight. Hold on.
I know, bro. It's disgusting.
One win at light heavyweight, and I get it's against the professional Versacado kid. But dude, he beat, like real ball knowers knew Paulo Costa beats up Southpaw Blobs. Like, we know
Agreed,
this.
I knew that.
Right? We knew that. Okay,
knew
so
it.
Paulo Costa, like let's hold off on that. Like let's build him up a little bit. Okay, who else is there at light heavyweight that Yuri Prochazka losing to a crippled man? Carlos Ulberg could get a temporary disability tag. He can park closer to the grocery store, and he got knocked out by him. We don't need to see him in a title fight.
I'm sorry too, bro. I'm sorry. When people say, "Oh, let's do Yuri versus Ank for the vacant belt," I'm like, this
Two
is Yuri
losers.
Prochazka's. This is Yuri Prochazka's 5th title shot.
Can we stop
Yes.
talking about the light heavyweight division? Because I just think it's quite depressing.
Yeah, I was about to say,
just
wait,
so
you guys,
shit.
because I was gonna say at first, I was like, hey, yeah, Carlos Ulberg, he did his thing, he won that shit, but Carlos Ulberg, nigga, I don't give a damn though I know Carlos Ulberg, nigga. I mean, it's like, yo, put Carlos Ulberg matchup with somebody that's not really cool. Yeah, I'll watch.
205's dead, bro. It's
like,
dead.
yeah, 205.
Yeah, it just
They have the top prospect is Abdul Yakimakov Abdul Rakhmanov Yakamayev.
Mr.
Dude,
Beast.
that nigga is ass. He's ass.
He did
He's
look a bit
terrible.
ropey in his last one.
Bro.
Big shit.
You know why?
He
Hype
looks
job.
like he looks like the Terrence McKinney of light heavyweight.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
bro,
Genuinely, he was getting caught against. I forgot his fucking name. But what's his name now? That Brazilian who's
was
ass.
Branson Ribeiro or was it the
The one who was
version of
getting
that?
hands
Hold
put on him by
let's be
Rodolfo
real, because
fucking
you're
Bellato.
forgetting who the real prospect is at 205. Navajo Sterling, kid. That's the real prospect. That's an actual guy.
That's what I mean. When this guy's meant to be the fucking up and comer of the light
Hey,
heavyweight,
reputation by association.
It's
Reputation
not
by
reputation
association.
by associate. It's not
It
reputation
is.
by association.
It is.
I've seen Navajo before he was in the UFC. I've seen him before. This guy actually has legit striking. He just started MMA like he just started MMA. He just started. He's
He's not
Reputation
gonna
by
shag you,
association.
mate.
bro. All right, bro. It is what it is. Look. At the end of the day, I'm gonna say this. But 205, I'm gonna be real. The way you spice up the division, if Hamzat goes out there and beats Strickland like he should, I don't know. You throw him
That
up.
doesn't even fix it though. That doesn't fix the division.
I have so I've got I mean, I don't know if you want to go over it yet, but I've got an excellent viewer question, but it's actually a really good one.
Well, is there anything else to really talk about? Like,
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna be real, Ben. I know that we have the Apex card recap on the outline, but dude, let's be real, bro. Does anybody, like, viewers, are y'all gonna get mad at us if we don't go over the Apex card? Y'all gonna get mad at us?
Nah, they're not gonna get mad. I'm a viewer. They're not gonna get mad.
All right.
Bro, let me go over the first viewer question. This might take us all a bit of time to think about, but if this comes from Max Hoff, if every single UFC fighter of all time was active and in their prime currently, who would be the champ in each division?
fuck.
Okay. I'll make
Yeah,
the list right now.
question.
I'll make my list
All right.
right
So
now.
wait. I'll start. I think I have my answers already. Let's start. What weight class
I'm
should we
going.
start
Yeah, I'm
with?
putting some notes.
Okay,
down,
let's
so I
start
don't
from
forget.
flyweight up to heavyweight.
Yeah, give me a
Are
second.
we including? We're
Okay.
including women too, right? Like women's. I think with
We can
women's, I can
include women.
say. I will say for the women, I'll knock it out real quickly. At 135, Amanda Nunes. 145, I don't know, it doesn't even exist anymore, but Nunes. 125, Shevchenko. And at 115, Zhang Wei Li. So I think it actually just stays the same for the
Nama
women.
Yunez, nigga.
I don't know if y'all do.
Nama Yunez, nigga.
Shut up.
115.
She beat her
No,
twice.
Yo, is it not 2-0 though?
It's really not, though. It's really not.
What happened,
It's 1-1.
nigga?
It's
2-0.
1-1.
Like you
It's
can't
1-1.
dispute. You cannot dispute.
Yeah, but, like,
you can't say
Uno-
Zhang Wei Li.
Yeah, but Una reversed because she lost it in the most boring fight ever to Carlos Prates, and she got dumped on her head by.
She
just
didn't even
Andrade.
lose that fight.
Yeah, so like Prime
Jessica
Carlos Sparza. Prime Carlos Sparza snatched her ball cap, bro. She snatched her
Yeah.
ball cap off that head,
Bro,
bro.
she got
There we
done in by the
go,
Cookie
bro.
Monster.
She set her into a healing era. She had hair in the first fight.
go.
Second fight,
There we
she
go.
saved a healing era, all right?
Right.
But I
you
will
want me
say
to
at
call
145, you could...
Mavzar?
What?
You want me to call
Huh?
Mavzar? You want me to call Mavzar?
Mobzar? What about
You wanna call
Mobzar? What
You
about
wanna call him?
Mobzar? Bro, you're not an underage girl, bro. He doesn't
I
have
was
your
going to
number.
say, why have you got that nonsense phone number for?
But all right, I mean, I will say at 145 you could argue Chris Cyborg maybe. Like you could maybe say Chris Cyborg, but I think Nunes beat her in her prime. So
Okay,
Yeah.
men's flyweight, what we saying? Because I think it's quite an DJ.
Ooh, but I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
You know,
Who
Loki,
else?
is this a bad take? Is this a bad take?
Oh, here we go.
Pantoja could beat Prime DJ.
Not crazy,
There's
but
something you
I.
can argue.
I'm
DJ
gonna
was
say DJ.
reckless. Bro, DJ was reckless. And Pantoja...
Pantoja's reckless too, though, man.
Yeah, but this is
Pantoja-
what I mean. But in a reckless... I feel like that would benefit Pantoja's style. I really do.
Nah, I don't know.
Although,
because,
no, I'm saying DJ would win, but I think Pantoja could win. That's a very real,
yeah, you know,
very real possibility.
I'm not trying to bite off Marauder, but you know who I'm thinking could, like, I know this might sound crazy, but you know who could be the champion out of everyone in their prime? Tatsuro Taira.
I have him there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not
My
bad
answer
take.
right here is Tyra. It's Tyra. I have Tyra. I think that he would beat everybody.
Yeah, it's either Tyra, DJ, or Figgy for me. One of those three.
I will say though, I didn't think he won this fight, but again, I think Henry and DJ in that second fight, Henry Cejudo was very, very good at fly. Henry Cejudo's peak at flyweight would have been ridiculously good, but he had to move up to save the division. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, DJ seems like the right pick, but man, I think Tyra though, like, but maybe it's Tatsuro Taira.
right, heavyweight.
I got Tyra.
I know I'm voting for heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
But wait,
Oh, no, we
could
had,
be.
oh,
we not
nigga,
working
why
up?
we skipped to heavyweight, nigga?
Ain't it?
Wait,
No,
no,
I'm
wait,
just
wait,
doing my
wait.
list. I'm just doing my list.
Oh,
But you have a flyweight. Who do you have, Alfredo? Who do you have?
Flyweight, he says DJ, but I do hear like Tyra's just a nightmare matchup for pretty much every. Like he's the hard style. You just have those fighters who's like Habib's a hard style for pretty much everyone ever. The same goes for Tyra. He's like a hard style for everyone ever.
Yeah,
like
I'm
he's
gonna be
OP. He's put all these stats into one thingy, but it's just so OP.
You know who I feel like could beat DJ though? And hold on,
Go on.
hear me out. Lonnie Kavanaugh.
Man, shut that shit, nigga.
Whoa, is that not crazy? Lonnie Kavanaugh could win.
I mean, it's a
Lenny
bit crazy
Kavanaugh?
considering we see him beat Brandon, a washed Brandon Moreno. Now we're like, yeah, he beats a prime DJ. I think that is a bit far fetched.
Oh,
don't know.
Prime Figgy could kind of fuck DJ up.
Prime Figure would be interesting, but I feel like Prime Figure will get taken down by DJ and just.
Lonely
Yeah.
Kavanaugh? How could you say that? How?
Bro, Lona Kavanaugh
Where
was
did
still
this
having
come
close, like competitive and close fights against Jose Choe and fucking I forgot the other guy's name, a Brazilian.
Genuinely, I
Yeah,
think
didn't this nigga
I
get
think
slapped?
John Dodson
Oh
would
my
be a
gosh!
really hard fight.
Wait, did this nigga get slapped? Oh, yo, I forgot he got slapped because he beat Brandon Moreno. Nah, we not doing no Lodi Kavanaugh. This nigga got slapped. I forgot,
I'm not saying he'd win. I think it'd be a cool fight though. Like, it would be a cool fight. I'm not saying he'd win, but he could.
Jay, give us your list first, and then
Are we
we'll all
doing?
go
Are
give
we
our
doing the
lists.
entire? Are we doing the entire list all? But I feel like we should just discuss it.
No, we're going
Division
by
by
division.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go by weight class. So I think I'll say Tyra.
Okay.
I'm
Tyra.
saying DJ.
Okay.
But people are gonna
Nice.
think I'm being biased here, but I think Tyra. All right,
Bantamweight,
You know what I'm saying, guys. It's Jan.
bro.
Yeah.
I've put Marab.
I put Marlon Marias.
No.
He had no weaknesses.
I really hope you're joking.
No.
He had no
I
weaknesses.
really
Dude, we're on
hope
it.
you're joking.
Sometimes I feel like you've listened to that compilation of Joe Rogan going, Marlon Moraes was an assassin. He was an
He was
assassin.
a bad motherfucker. Like, he really was. He had no weaknesses. So, like, why?
Well, he didn't have that dog in him.
Bro, I
if
swear
he-
to God, by the way, if we get to middleweight and all of you have put fucking Jacare Souza, I'm going to leave this room. Okay.
All right, but yeah,
I'm
at 135, man. I'm gonna go in a different direction than everyone. I'm gonna go TJ Dillashaw. I think TJ Dillashaw has an argument for like I think him and Piotr Jan would be one of the highest level fights of all time. Like that would be such a good fight. And
Dude, that
to
fight
be-
once made me mourn.
Dude, like it's like I'm telling you, like him
Valid.
versus Jan, even a prime TJ versus. Hey, keep in mind, Wash TJ went out there to beat Senegal. I know there's like controversy with that fight, but like Wash
Yeah, but
TJ.
Sandhagen
Bro,
bottles
one arm
every big
TJ
fight.
survived to the second round against Aljo. With one arm.
Aljo's a good shout, Loki.
No.
Aljo prime out. I mean, dude, hold on. Let's just ask this real quick. Aljo versus Marab. Like, I think Aljo beats Marab.
I always wanted that.
No. Maraba bitch him.
Nah, I think Aljo beats him.
No, I think Marauder beats him because of the like Marauder said earlier, the improvements when it comes to his boxing.
I don't know. I think Aljo would. I think he'd beat him, man. But that's me saying it. But it's whatever.
So Marauder, we're gonna give you a chance of redemption. Are you actually going with that fucking One Punch Man?
One Punch Man. He had no weaknesses. Let me tell you something.
No.
If he gets the right,
you didn't get the reference. You didn't get the reference.
He's not Saitama. Oh, it's saying like he gets knocked out.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I was gonna say this nigga's not Saitama. He doesn't even look like Saitama, or does he a little bit? But my point with him though is that this was a nigga with no weaknesses, right?
He made Aljo do the dab.
If he gets the right matchup, so give him a guy like Peter Yan, he'll run through him. But give him a guy like Henry Cejudo with big heart.
God. Oh my
Dude, you know
Alfredo, you picked Peter Yan to be the champion. How many title defenses does this nigga have?
Why do we keep going back? How many does Marlon Moraes have? Oh wait, he was never.
Bro, Yan has been in the UFC since I've been in diapers, nigga. He has zero title defenses. He's not a good fighter.
He crumbled at a flyweight, bro. He got beat up. He got beat up by a flyweight, bro.
Bro, Prime Henry's one of the best
Henry
fighters
would do the same shit to Yan, bro. Break his shit.
I'm gonna be real. Prime Henry gets beat up by Jose Baldo. He gets beat by Aljo. Also, again, doesn't matter which version.
But Jose Aldo lost to every elite fighter he ever faced. So
you're not falling for that bait, bro.
Don't sit here and lie, Jay. Dude, out of Prime, Cejudo gave Aljamain Chicano issues, nigga.
Chicano issues? No, Henry's not Chicano. He said, "Don't ever call me Mexican. You'll never see me waving that Mexican flag. I'm a proud American, former Mexican kid." All right, so that he's not. Okay. There's no Chicano issues that. And look, it was a closer fight. I'll give you that. But dude, at the end of the day, Aljo showed that D3 wrestling. SUNY Cortland. D3 wrestling, he snatched that gold medal. I know it's two different styles of wrestling. I know the wrestlers could be like, "Oh, damn it, listen, freestyle and folk style's different." I'm like, I know. But why is a D3 kid with no rhythm out grappling you, kid? Let's just be real. Peyton Talbot did high school wrestling, after football season, and he was hitting him with the inside trip. He's like, come on, bro.
So I've gone, Ben, what have you gone with for 135?
I would say Merab. Honestly, Merab's the most consistent bantamweight champion of all time.
Fair.
I would say Yan off skill, but Yan's not consistent. That's the sad part about Yan. Yan can have a stinker after. Yan can put in the best performance ever and then drop a stinker.
But I'm telling you, TJ Dillashaw would shut down Merab, though. He'd shut that down.
Oh, he could, though, as well. Yeah, TJ was a really good shout. Bro, featherweight, I've said Conor. I don't give a fuck.
Volk.
I don't give a fuck.
It's Volk.
Featherweight, Conor McGregor would knock Alexander Volkanovski into next week.
No.
Flatline KO, brutally. No. It's over. That's the end of the fight. He did flatline prime Jose Aldo in 12 seconds.
Yep.
Come on. That's a non-conversation.
Yep.
Ilya low-key could beat Conor, but Ilya would walk into that left hand.
Ilya. Why am I saying Volk? Ilya, fuck.
I said Ilya.
Bro, it's either
Ilya,
Ilya or Conor.
It's Ilya, not Volk. It's Ilya. I'm
gonna say this. I'm trying to remember if I said this right, because I think I did say. I said that Conor. Did I say Conor would be Ilya or that he could be Ilya?
You said that he could.
Yeah, you said he could.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. At 145, so I'm taking the version of Conor at 145, not 155. Man, I'm gonna be honest. I think Ilya would probably win the 145 matchup, but at 155, I like Conor a little bit more. But honestly, I think the champ, if we're taking everybody in their prime, it's hard to pick against Volk, man. But then does Ilya just still beat prime Volk though?
Yeah, I think so. Bro, Volk didn't even look bad in the fight against Ilya. Like, and people are like, but he came off that knockout loss. But I'm like, bro, you're trying to tell me that Ilya wouldn't have found that shot, even if he wasn't
what about prime Aldo versus Ilya?
Ilya would fucking kill Aldo.
Whoa! What?
Aldo would land nicely. People forget, man. Aldo was landing some big shots on fucking Holloway, like massive shots in both fights. So like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Ilya. I just think Ilya.
But I'll say Ilya. I think Ilya is probably gonna be.
Oh,
the shot.
wait 1 second though. We have got it. I don't want to write. I won't pick him. But to be fair, in the second Volk fight around that period of time of Max's career, he was really good. Max was really good.
It's
Yeah,
just
he
that
was
Max,
really
he's
good,
kind of
but-
like the odd man out, unfortunately. Like I
Funnily
think,
enough, out of everybody against Conor, Max would give Conor a really hard fight.
I just think the problem is Prime Connor probably still beats Holloway. Prime Volk beats Holloway. Prime Ilya beats Prime Holloway.
You
Like,
think
I
Prime? You think Prime Connor at 145 would beat Prime Max Holloway?
I think so.
Probably,
I
yeah,
don't.
dude.
I think Max Holloway would overwhelm McGregor pretty badly.
Nah, man, because at 145, like Connor was like one-shotting people. Like his power was different at 145.
You think he would have
And-
one-shotted Prime
'cause
Max?
wait, what version of Max are you thinking is Prime Holloway? Like what? Like
I'm
what,
thinking
give,
like, is he like 2018 version of him, like when he's coming off the win over Ortega?
yeah, that version, like the Mad Max, he gets hit too much.
Nah,
I
I still think. I just think like Conor McGregor's defense is like. Watch the first fight of him and Dustin Poirier. Poirier was landing some big fucking licks on McGregor.
Yeah.
What like he's quite people overrate his defense in my opinion. He has great footwork, but other than the footwork, and he's got good like laybacks. But other than that, like
Dude, you know
But yeah,
what?
it'd be a
Connor at
competitive fight, though.
145 though. Connor at 145, he had excellent side kicks. He had excellent kicks as well as his boxing. This is the thing. People talk about karate stance Connor. I don't think it was his stance, but it was his actual all-around striking ability was the best it had ever looked. And he had the difference maker at 145. He was kind of a weight bully. It wasn't kind of. He was a weight bully as well. I'll be dead straight up about it. He died to get to that weight. He was huge compared to everybody in that division.
Yeah, I don't know. I if I did say Connor would beat Ilya, I'm changing my mind on this. I'm gonna go Ilya.
Volk wouldn't survive long enough to adapt against Connor, I don't think either.
No, I think Volk beats Connor though. Volk,
Yeah.
I think I like Volk versus Connor. But
Murata,
yeah,
who
if
are
I-
you?
but-
Who are you?
Is this 45?
Yeah.
Ilya stoppage. Anybody?
Yeah,
I do
No,
agree.
it's not a bad shout, but Ilya went life and death with Bryce Mitchell at 145. I just want to point it out. This guy's not who everybody thinks he is. Anyway,
I don't know,
Okay.
bruh.
Volkanovski went live and death with Chad
country.
Mendes.
Big,
That's
big
true,
country
yeah.
can give
Mendes was
anybody.
down.
Yeah, watch Chad Mendes had Volk going
He
into
dropped him, he
war
dropped
mode.
him, he
War
dropped him.
mode Volk.
Well, Chad
dropped
Mendes
him.
had that one punch knockout power, right?
Yeah, but this was Chad Mendes coming off like a 2-year layoff.
Oh wait, Chad Mendes, honourable mention. He's not the best featherweight ever, but he was very good.
No, Chad
Yeah,
Mendes was
no.
really good. Yeah.
All right, let's 155.
155 is
Lightweight.
Habib, and if you don't have Habib, then you don't watch UFC. This is what's going in my book. If you don't have Habib, you don't watch UFC.
I've gone prime for prime Islam Makhachev.
Islam.
You don't watch UFC.
Islam.
You niggas and the like, where'd he get that from? His superior, his coach,
Bro,
his
no, don't do
higher
that.
up. Where'd he get
Don't
that
do
from?
that.
You think he did that from the young? No, he's from Makalacha,
don't-
nigga.
I don't
Sure,
actually
Habib
think
is-
Islam and Habib.
Makhachev.
Dude, Islam and Habib are not similar. They're not at all. So here's the thing. Habib's grappling is better than Islam's in my opinion, although I will say Islam proved it against better grapplers like Alfredo mentioned last week. All I will say is if Islam fought Habib, the problem is he has said too many times Habib's better than me to believe he could beat Habib in an actual fight.
No, he's just being humble. Bro.
I
He's being
think
No,
nice.
he's not.
He
No, he's
is.
not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
He
Bro, and
is.
the people around them, not just Islam, have all said too, Habib always got the better of Islam.
No,
Oh yeah,
it's-
yeah. Habib was in his prime when he's fucking training with Islam Makhachev, who was up and coming
Yeah.
at this point.
And you also got to realize, bro, it's like the I don't know what I would have compared it to, but it's like the MJ effect. Like Michael Jordan came before LeBron, so there's like this mystified effect. Like Habib, give it like 50 years, they're gonna start saying Habib was beating bears in the UFC. They're gonna be like Habib never even got a punch landed on him before. Like they're gonna mystify Habib. Like Habib,
He had better defense. He had better defense than Islam. Dude, Habib's head movement criminally underrated. Not
It's
because
neck
it
and,
was,
I'll say it's neck and neck. Like
it was
man,
underrated, bro.
It's neck and neck,
Habib's-
but I don't know, man. Islam has just shown me more, man. Like, I think you have an argument to say that Islam is the best mixed martial arts in terms of skill set for skill set. Like, when we talk about, like, the best of all time, Islam's up there. I don't know if I would ever say Khabib. Wait, yo, what's so funny?
What's he giggling at, man?
What are you giggling at, kid?
No. they trying to paint this nigga.
Who is that?
Dagestani
Aljamain.
Bigfoot. No, nigga, that's Shamil Ghaziyev.
That's Shamil Ghaziyev.
Yo, 3 years ago, they trying to put this nigga as a dark horse.
But yeah, I think we're gonna be split between Islam and Khabib. So wait, Ben, you have Khabib?
I have Khabib.
Yeah, so that's just gonna be the lifelong debate at 155.
Answer is
Okay.
Khabib.
Welterweight, I said Usman.
I've said Islam
I
again.
said Usman.
I love GSP as well, by the way, but I think Islam's got like the hard style for everyone, so I say Islam welterweight.
But Islam would beat the shit out of GSP easily.
I wanna man, welterweight. So it's really coming down to Usman, GSP, and Islam.
Darren Till.
You know, I mean, okay, listen, I'm not saying this person would be champion, but I feel like this person should be considered. I do think, just hear me out, like Shavkat.
Yeah, and Shavkat.
Yeah, Shavkat and Hamza. Like, I know
I
Hamza
thought-
at what
Hamza,
Hamza,
gonna
like,
say, I'm coming all night long, T-Wood.
yeah, because I will say Hamza and Shavkat, not saying they would be champ, but they would, depending on who you match them up with, they could pose problems. But I mean, at 170, I think I might have to
do you know, but can I just say this as well? This really breaks my heart that people do this nowadays too. I'm not saying you, by the way, Jay, but just people. I hate that people don't remember how good Gilbert Burns' prime was, bro. Gilbert Burns was a really fucking good fighter. And the reason why I rate Usman so highly is because of that Gilbert Burns. Bro, Gilbert Burns was really good.
Gilbert Burns, he beat up an old Damian Maia and an
He was
old
good.
Tyron Woodley.
No. Okay,
He was
like no
good.
trolling though. You know who would give some of these like Usman and GSP in a rematch trouble? Johnny Hendricks. Johnny Hendricks against Kamar Usman. Look, yes, we're talking prime, so let's let him use the IVs. Prime Johnny Hendricks.
No.
Yes, big rig,
Do you know who
bro.
would beat GSP prime for prime?
Who?
Are you ready? Colby.
Fuck off, Ben. Ben, will you fuck off with these shit? I can't take any more of it.
Bro,
I can't.
look, GSP would suffer under Colby Covington's volume.
I think Kobe would suffer Islam. He would strangle that nigga. I think Kobe could strangle Islam.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
Yo,
no,
when
Marauder, I understand where you're going with this.
When the talks were coming about Islam moving up and Kobe was if he won that Leon fight, oh yeah, Kobe would have strangled that nigga and choked him
By
out.
the way,
But
why isn't the shouts of Leon when you guys are shouting Usman? Leon beat a prime Usman.
I was
Because
gonna
it
say,
was kind of
I was gonna say Leon's up there, but he would probably lose to Islam. He'd probably lose to like a.
Well, that's what I
GSP.
mean. If you're gonna say that Usman would thingy, I just don't know how when you got Leon who beat him twice, knocked him out.
That's what
and, like,
it's weird because how would they get matched up? Like who gets in the
True,
title fight?
true.
It all depends.
That's why I say.
like,
That's why I say Islam.
Yeah,
Because
so
you got
I-
the style
you-
for
you-
everyone.
You have to pick the best nigga that can beat multiple people. So like when you're picking guys like Peter Yan can only beat like one person in that talk.
No.
With Leon Edwards, he
Bro,
can
I
really
still
only beat one
think
person.
Prime Usman would beat Leon 8 times out of 10.
he
Correct.
lost,
Nine
Prime
times,
Usman
nine
lost to
times.
Leon.
But,
No, he didn't.
he was, let's be real, the first fight, look, great KO, but he was fucking him up. He was.
Well, no, first fight they were out of their primes. That was prepubescent, Leon and
Prime
Kamar.
Leon
sure.
got rocked by Nate Diaz. He got run out by. He got stopped and slapped.
No, I'm not. By the way, I'm not saying that Leon's like thing. Yeah, and what I'm saying, what I was trying to say is, I was trying to use the point, is that like if you're gonna say Usman, well then like Leon did him twice. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, let's not forget. Prime Robbie Lawler would get some issues, bro. Like depending on who you throw him in there with.
Nigga,
Like,
if you don't go to the next fucking section.
and if you disagree, you just don't know. You don't know.
Wait,
Yeah,
let me
If you disagree, you
channel
don't watch UFC. If you disagree, you don't watch UFC.
No, but like real talk, Robbie Lawler, one of the best boxers at 170. He had great takedown defense. Like Robbie Lawler, he had a wrestling background himself.
Come
so
on,
it's probably-
yo,
bro,
Tyron long
bro.
dick that nigga, bro. Let's be honest.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. I get he
Yeah,
lost
bro.
it. But no, listen, go back and watch his fight with Johnny Hendricks, both fights. Watch that fight with Johnny Hendricks. That's going to like modern MMA. That looks like something you could see right now today. Him and Johnny Hendricks. So
Well, I was going to say
Oh, shit, I
definitively,
forgot.
it's Islam Makhachev and it's GSP.
yeah, I'm going Islam. Though.
And
Islam
also-
at 172.
Bro.
I do want to throw a motivated Nick Diaz in there. If a Nick Diaz that wants to win,
Fuck
he's
off.
gonna go in there.
No.
Wait, did you say Nate or Nick?
Nicholas.
Oh,
Nick. All right.
Diaz.
No, Nick Diaz.
Dude, this is what TikTok edits have done, bro.
Yeah,
no.
look,
Oh,
his
nigga,
poor
I'm
little
from
brain's
Cali,
fried,
stop.
man. It's rotted. Oh my
I'm
god.
from Cali. Nigga.
Let's not forget what GSP did to Nick Diaz.
Yeah,
He
he
put the fear
literally-
of God.
Because he was
Dude,
scared of the
bummed
big,
him. He
big
bummed
Stockton
him.
power.
Do you know what would happen if Nick Diaz had to fight Hamza, like
Bro,
170 Hamza?
Nick Diaz was going life and death with
Oh,
Paul
great-
Semtex daily.
Gracie Jiu-Jitsu? Yo, Hamza could shoot. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, we subbing him. We subbing him, bro.
You know who the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu representatives are? We're talking about Brian Ortega, Crone Gracie.
Yep.
That's Gracie Jiu-Jitsu representatives.
Yo, let Hamza shoot. We go choke that nigga out with our feet. Like, that's it, bro. We go put him on his
All right,
back.
185.
Yoel Romero. I don't care.
Hamza.
Jacare Souza.
Yoel. Yoel in his
Yoel.
40s got robbed against Izzy.
Fuck
Jacare
off,
Souza
no, he
beat the
didn't.
dog shit out of
No, he
Yoel Romero.
Well, no,
Jacare
Yoel beat
Souza,
Jacare, though.
Yeah, Jacare Souza did
It
get
was
low-key
a
get
robbery,
robbed.
bro. It was
Yeah, low-key
good
did get
robbery.
robbed. Low-key.
Yoel Romero just decides whether he wants to let people live. That's just what happened in Yoel fights.
I think, honestly, though, best 185 of all time. Like, well, I mean, Silva's not in there.
is it?
Like,
Silva's in there, but Hamzat would fucking wipe the floor with Silva.
Oh shit! No. Wait,
Hamzat.
let me repick. It is Hamza. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
Hamzat.
I
Hamza.
think until proven otherwise, man, probably Atiba Gatti. All right, I'm kidding. Hamza. I'll go Hamza. But I will say this though. I'm gonna say this. Like, depending on how the matchups go, man, it's either Izzy or Hamza. But I'm gonna say Hamza. Like
Hamza would kill Izzy though. He would destroy Izzy.
prime Izzy.
Yeah, Izzy doesn't have the rattling.
Hey,
He couldn't cope with it.
Low-key prime, Chris Weidman, low-key.
Dude, prime Chris Weidman could get some
Low-key,
issues.
low-key.
Low-key prime.
Mr.
Luke
Hardcore.
Rockhold.
No.
Good.
Mr.
Yeah.
Hardcore Alfredo.
That's not even like a no. Actually, Luke Rockhold though would give some issues to Hamza. Prime Luke Rockhold.
He actually would though. He actually really would.
I think his chin would just let him down. He's like on the ground and pound. I think he'll just get fucking. He'd be like, and then when he sees like he goes all like, remember when he got knocked out by Jan Blachowicz? He's like, eyes are all fucking cuckoo. Like I just think it's gonna be that as soon as he eats a few shots of ground and pound. Like.
Right, light heavyweight.
John Jones.
Jonathan.
Jan Blachowicz.
Jan
Yeah.
You
Blachowicz.
try and
Paul-
take the piss. We're all about to match up, and you're saying Jan Blachowicz.
Jan Blachowicz. Jonathan's gonna grab that
Come on,
Polish
bro.
nigga
This
by
guy
the
lost to
throat.
Glover Teixeira, bro. Let's not do this. Old man Glover.
Stylistically, Jan would smoke John Jones. He'd take him for a ride.
Sure.
He turned
Jonathan
John Jones
Jo-
into a California
This-
spliff, my brother.
This John Jones talk, I don't know how many times I have to say it, but John Jones is one of the niggas that can never lose. So you can
He lost
try
to
to
Reyes.
paint the next nigga as a nightmare matchup and they're the next big thing and it doesn't matter. He's going to run through everybody.
Man,
John Jones can
I'm
come,
sorry. Yeah. Dude, John Jones at like 205, no one's beating him. Man.
No,
John-
I'm messing. I have said John Jones. I just wanted to create a debate.
Yeah, all right, heavyweight. This one's gonna be interesting. Heavyweight.
John Jones again.
Yeah,
I've
Tom
gone with
Aspinall.
It's not even close.
Prime
Thomas
Francis.
John Jones
Francis
again,
Ngannou.
dude.
Francis Ngannou.
Francis.
Dude,
Francis.
John Jones would take that nigga Ngannou's lunch money, bro.
No.
And Ngannou
Okay,
would
then you
big
guys-
bro that guy.
Yeah, you guys are not watching him. I don't know if I can like.
John Jones at heavyweight is significantly worse though. Like we're talking
There's
about
a
actual,
reason why John Jones avoided Francis Ngannou like the plague.
Yeah.
like heavyweight John. Like dude, heavyweight John is a different fighter. I don't even know if heavyweight John beats like prime Stipe. I don't know if he beats like a prime dude. Prime Kane could give him some issues. Prime Kane Velasquez
Bro.
could give him some.
Low-key, prime Alistair Overeem would give John Jones
I'm not
issues.
gonna lie.
I always wanted
heavyweight-
to see that fight, man, because Overeem was great and crafty in the clinch.
Yeah.
You know
Dude,
what I mean?
heavyweight DC could beat him.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
That's not
you know what's
bad. That's not a
crazy.
bad
I don't
show.
think it's a crazy take, but I think there's like a psychological element where like I don't know if DC's ever meant to beat John Jones. Like I just
Yeah,
don't
I
know
know
if
what
it's
you
meant
hear
to be.
that. I hear that.
It's like
Oh,
yeah, I
Dude.
don't know.
The only thing with Ngannou is the reason why John didn't want to fight Ngannou is because Ngannou would physically overpower him, and John Jones has never experienced anything like that in his life.
Exactly. There you go.
Wait,
'cause he
who
knows
told
that
you? Wait, who
Francis would
told you guys
fucking
that though?
battered him.
Wait, like, where are
John
you guys
did.
getting this
It's-
narrative?
Did you not?
John
do you not
did.
remember? Oh fuck!
Oh, my-
Sorry, bro. You were still in nappies by the time this whole thing was going on. So like, what was happening was Francis was knocking people out. He was fucking him up. He was fucking him up. And then John Jones was like, "Oh yeah, I'll come back." And then they offered him. He's like, "Oh, the UFC don't value me enough. They aren't paying me enough." And then as soon as Francis fucked off from the UFC, it was like, "Okay, they value me enough now. I'll come back." As soon as Francis left.
John Jones would
Dude,
evade the shots, grab his throat, and
John Jones
destroy
can't
him.
evade shots. He doesn't have good head movement.
Especially against
So
people
why is
his
he never?
size.
So why has he fought every single style in the UFC and never been hurt ever in his career? Ever been hurt? Not even
He got
nobody
hurt by
ever
Reyes.
clipped him.
Yeah,
No,
try-
John
no.
Jones has been hurt. John Jones got hurt by Lyoto Machida.
Like, No, dude, here we
He did.
go.
John Jones admitted he got hurt, and John Jones
No,
even
he did.
John
The
Jones
only
admitted-
time he admitted
Hey.
got hurt was when he got hit by the hefty black nigga. What's his name?
Jay, you
Rashad
can't-
Evans?
You can't
Yeah.
deal with the babies of the MMA scene.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
say
Oh,
that John
yeah.
John
You can't-
John
you
has
can't-
been
you can't- you
John
can't
has
argue-
been hurt in fights. He got
Yeah.
hurt against
You can't
Gustafsson in the first
argue-
fight. He was hurt against Lyoto Machida. He got hurt against Rashad Evans. And also, by the way, I want you to go back and watch both DC fights. DC was having success. Thank you. DC with the dirty boxing. Boom,
sent
boom,
his
boom.
mouth guard flying.
Oh my gosh, one of the best fighters of all time had success but got knocked out. John Jones is a bad boy and he's ready to knock everybody out, bro. Like, I don't know what to
No,
tell you.
Hey,
stop. Knock
I'll be
everyone
honest,
out.
hey,
When
hey,
has John
Marauder-
Jones ever knocked somebody out with his hands?
Nigga, John Jones knocks niggas out, bro.
Hey,
Stop.
Marauder,
You know
I
something?
haven't got time for the goo goo gaga takes from
No,
fucking Marauder.
bro,
okay?
you know something?
Bro, I'm
Marauder
grown.
was
Yo,
talking about
I'm-
earlier. You were talking about earlier, Prates laughing at JDM punching him. If John Jones hit Ngannou would laugh at him. He would laugh at him.
Shut the oh, here we go. You niggas, yo, John Jones, yo, let him get in front of Ngannou, bro. He's gonna fucking style on that nigga, bro. He's gonna
No,
style on
dude,
him.
Francis Ngannou would genuinely render
Kill
John
him.
Jones not just unconscious, he might put him into a coma. It would be that bad.
But I
bro.
will say, I
Man,
will say,
I seen a
the-
firefighter put this nigga into a healing era.
What did he do to that?
Yeah.
But that wasn't prime Ngannou. We're talking about peak prime Ngannou. What happened
Yeah,
when prime Ngannou faced Stipe?
prime.
yeah.
He literally, bro. This
I'll
man
grapple him.
literally, dude.
Yeah, I'll
he
grapple
literally
him.
just flung him, bro. He's flung him, and Stipe literally was like, "Guys, do I have to go out there for the second round?" You know that one time that UFC fighter was like, "Call it, no, call it."
Bro.
Stipe was like, "Call
Bro,
it."
you know what didn't make sense about that fight? Ngannou landed a flush head kick on Stipe, and he did nothing. How the
Yeah, no,
fuck did that happen?
Dude, Stipe still could take a lot of shots. It just got to a point where listen,
Bro, the corpse of Stipe was putting combos on John.
that's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, I know that's not peak John either, but dude, old man Stipe though was having John like John Loki had to get.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, nigga. Yo, guys, me and Jay.
You're proud of that? You're proud of that?
No, I'm not about that. Guys, me and Jay. Okay, this is all talking. Me and Jay. Yo, you know the card Christian Rock fought on on celebrity boxing?
Yeah.
We finna get on there, Jay. We finna go fight niggas on there.
We
They do tag team matches, I think.
Oh, we're tagged, or who we going against?
It's some random niggas. Hey, if they
All
would let
right,
us do a
bro.
tag team match, that'd be badass. Okay, anyways, what's the next viewer question? I just seen it on Instagram.
Bro, so
Tag team
I've
match.
got the last viewer question because, guys, this podcast works around me, and because I'm a selfish bastard, we're going to have to end it early. No, I've got to go after this one. But this is the next viewer question. Why does So this is from Kevin, right? Crazy Kev, we'll call you. Viewer question.
Whoa, don't do them like that. Don't do them like that. That's disrespectful. Don't do them like that.
Kevin, we'll call him. Viewer question. Why does Marauder believe that Strickland have a chance, but he and Gary can't win? Both are coming off very similar performances against top-level grapplers in the division, with Beneil being way more proven. and are coming into their title fights against an opponent with similar level of grappling, where we, as the viewer, expect them to get a takedown. Ian has shown to have a higher level of striking than Strickland, while also being a lot bigger than Islam. While also being a lot bigger than... Dude, this question's actually not making...
Okay, I understand. So
Kevin's sticking it on Marauder. He's putting him up against the wall right now.
Okay,
All right,
so
he's
I'll answer
he
for him.
believes that Ian Gary... Go on.
Ian Geary. So the reason why Ian Geary has 0 chance and Strickland has a bigger chance than him is because Ian Geary has had 5 fights and he hasn't punched his opponent yet. To beat Islam, you can't win by a decision, outpoint. You have to have some type of threat. Stop him. Ian Gary's not going to outpoint him, and he freezes up in big moments. We've seen him with Shavkat. He froze up in a big moment. Ian Gary's not just going to outpoint him, and it's not happening. You know, you have to have a threat to stop him to actually win the fight, right? With Strickland, he's big country. There's a chance that he's gonna he's very strong, right? I'm relying on big country to shock the world. I'm not picking
gonna
him.
lie though. One thing I didn't like about that tape there, I actually think Sean Strickland's a better striker than Ian Gary. I don't know.
No.
I don't know why that's...
Yeah.
Who was Ian Gary? Bro,
Yeah.
Ian Gary could never outstrike someone like Izzy. He could never sniff that level.
No, bro. Sean Strickland's not a better striker than Ian, bro. No, he's not. He's not, dude.
Bro, he's a more effective striker.
No. Put Sean Strickland at 170,
What are
bro.
you judging that off, though? What are you judging that off? What are you basing that on?
Ian Gary could never outstrike someone like Adesanya. He could never reach that level. Could never reach that level.
I don't know if Sean Strickland could outstrike Carlos Prates.
He wouldn't.
What?
He wouldn't.
He kind of would, though. He kind of would.
How do you know that?
Bro, he
How do you know?
busy,
Alfredo, how do
constantly
you
on the
know?
jab.
What type of shit is that? Asking a rhetorical question, talking about some. How do you know? How do you know?
How do you know, Marauder?
I'm gonna call Lucas, nigga. I'm not even playing.
Bro, I'm gonna be real though, dude. We've watched Sean Strickland lose on the feet though to Jared Cannonier. Jared Cannonier on the feet. And I'm gonna be real. Ian Gary has went out there and beat Carlos Prates, beat Bilal Muhammad, which again, I feel like that win is just super slept on for whatever reason.
That's how we know Marauder. So how do you know?
Are you saying that he put Canelo hands on Bilal?
Yo, dude, how do I know? It's because I study the sport.
I feel like Bilal could low key like give problems to Strickland on the feet, unironically. He could.
And the shit.
But this is mixed martial arts. We're talking about a mixed martial artist. So in an actual, as a striker, Sean Strickland is better than Ian Gary.
No, he's not, bro.
If you want to use that word mixed martial artist, well then Ian Gary's a lot more of a versatile striker.
What do you mean?
Yo, Sean Strickland stood in front of a nigga like Alex
He uses a lot
Pereira.
more weapons, and he's better at using more weapons than Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland's literally known as Mr. Jab and Teep for a reason.
It's his X factor though. It's his X factor. What X factor does Ian Gary have?
Right, man.
We
established earlier you don't necessarily need X factor to be a great fighter, like we said with Volkanovski.
Yes, you do.
Do we actually think Ian Gary's a better striker than Sean Strickland?
I think he's definitely. I'm not going to say he's flat out is, but I think it's definitely up for debate.
Because Sean Strickland's better than him defensively, everywhere.
Okay, but Ian Gary's better than him offensively.
He's not though, because Sean Strickland's more accurate than him.
Because he doesn't throw as much.
I'm just gonna be real. Like,
hang on. Is that stats based, or have you just assumed that?
Not only do I guarantee without even looking that it's stats based.
Okay.
But also, bro, he has a better jab. He's better with his lead hand. He constantly probes it out.
Didn't Strickland get outstruck by Goofy Goober DDP in the second fight?
Well, DDP was taking him down.
But he was in the second fight, he broke his nose. He set that shit back, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
He was taking him down in the second fight.
No, that was the first
mainly
fight.
on the feet. The first fight,
it was mainly on the second fight.
I feel like
go on, Mr. Tape Man. Huh?
I feel like I remember
Strickland has big country privilege.
He outstruck Mr. Cultural Appropriator. Paulo Costa, he dominated him.
Yo,
Well, because you gotta
big
remember,
country.
Paulo Costa wasn't facing a southpaw. Like I've already said this. Like Paulo Costa.
Yeah,
against
Ben,
orthodox-
you're like 2 chapters
Dude.
behind, bro. Keep up, man.
Ian Gary's a textbook guy. Sean Strickland's he's a real
Dude,
No,
I'm
no,
gonna be
Strickland's
real.
more- Strickland's more
Gary
text,
could come
dude.
up, even Gary could come to 185 right now and snatch Strickland's chain like really bad. He was
He
snatching.
couldn't,
it.
though.
Nigga, he's
he would
fine.
get
Yo,
fucked.
end this shit. Yo, he just saying shit. This nigga just talking now because it's running time. Yo, end this shit. End this damn podcast. Nigga. He just talking. He talking about
You know I'm right, bro. Dude,
Yeah,
I get it.
hey,
I
Marauder,
get it that-
if you can't argue back, bro,
This-
that's fine. Like,
Dude, this nigga eats celery. Talking about some come to 185. What? When is he gonna make 185? Eating
so
celery.
are
and
you
shit.
rage quitting? Is that what you're saying, Marauder? Are you rage quitting? No mass.
I'm not. I'm telling him he's not even making 185.
No, you just said,
He
you just
gonna
said
get-
please end the stream. You said I can't do it anymore.
Bro,
I'm done.
Well, I haven't.
Call it.
I haven't missed a take.
Call it,
I
he said
haven't missed a
call it, he
main
said
event this-
call it, he
Call
said
it,
call
call it.
he said
No,
call it.
no, you're
I
a
haven't
champion.
missed
You're
a
a
main event
champion.
this whole year.
Marauder, you're a champion. Go out there and fight, man. No, call it. Call it. I
it.
can't. Call it. Call it.
I'm the only nigga that hasn't missed a main event this year. I haven't missed
Yes,
a
you
take
have.
this year.
Liar. Yes, you
Hey,
have.
end the stream. End the stream.
You missed two. Did you pick Moreno or Kavanaugh? Did you pick Moreno or Kavanaugh?
Bro, and how do you end this shit, bro? Yo, DJ, end this shit.
Who did you pick? Moreno or Kavanaugh? Who did you pick? Moreno or
I don't
Kavanaugh?
know where the button is, bro. Where's the button?
Did you pick Moreno or Kavanaugh? Yes or no?
No. What's up? Yo, guys, end this shit, bro.
Did you pick Brandon Moreno or Lodi Kavanaugh? Answer the question.
How do you end the stream, nigga?
Did you pick?
I'm not talking the rest of the shit. I'm finna do
You
scroll.
picked Brandon Moreno and you picked Vinicius Oliveira. Shut your mouth, kid. Shut your mouth. You picked them too. Do not say you you didn't even make a pick for Mallet
Okay.
versus Burns. You can't say you didn't miss one yet.
Okay.
Your pick selective.
And on that note, also, I'd like to
No,
remind
he needs to
Marauder-
answer the question. Who did you pick? Brandon Moreno or Lodi Kavanaugh? What are you doing? Do we have tape? You
Why
know
are
what?
you
I'm
sending us
gonna
nudes to try
I'm
and
gonna
get
go
us
back.
to stop?
I'm gonna go back and put this at the end of the episode. You picking Brandon Moreno and you called me an idiot. You called me preposterous for picking Lodi Kavanaugh. I'm gonna go back and maybe I won't, and I'm just lying. I might be too lazy to do it. But yeah, you picked Brandon Moreno. And you pick Vinicius Oliveira.
I just showed you
have
a
missed
nigga with
main
no
events.
weaknesses. I just showed you a nigga with no weaknesses. I don't know what to tell you.
You picked.
Dude, also Marauder. You talk about main event predictions. What about the co-mains? What about the other predictions, brother? You remember?
Those don't
remember?
count. Those don't. What's that?
We aren't
Those don't
counting
count.
co-mains. Yeah, Ben's trying to claim that because he's
Dude.
shit
Hold
with
up, didn't you
predictions.
pick Raiders to Ritter? You said Raiders to Ritter had no chance of losing. Was that you?
Yeah, end this shit, guys. I told you end this shit. Damn.
Dude,
End this damn
Jimmy
line.
Alfredo laughed at me for saying Ruffy was going to sleep Viziev.
Oh.
Wait, did you pick Viziev? Did you pick
He picked
Viziev?
Viziev. He picked Viziev.
No.
Yes,
No.
he did.
You did it?
Yo, remember the phrase beating him up, touching. That's where that video came from, saying Fazee would get beat up. Like that's where that phrase came from.
Did you wait? Actually, wait. Actually,
No.
Yeah, that's where that
he
phrase
and
came from.
Alfredo laughed at me for saying Ruffy was going to beat Viziev.
Remember?
nah, but yeah, no.
Bobby
nah.
Green beat this
Let-
nigga with hood style. Like, that's where that phrase came from. Like, come on, man.
Nah, but no, dude. You're not perfect on main events though. You picked Vinny and you picked Brandon Moreno, kid. Because I was
Okay,
the only, I was
Wait,
the lone wolf. I was the lone
Jay,
wolf
where's the
who
video?
picked Lodi Kavanaugh.
Jay, can you show me the video?
You took it down.
Because
Video
there's
of
no
what?
video. There's no video of me picking Loney, or there's no.
It's literally on the podcast. You
bro.
literally picked Vinny and you picked Brandon Moreno.
Bro, it's time to end the episode. We need to draw a line in the sand. Brother.
Yeah,
Come on.
Marauder's rage quit.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man.
On that note, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Send us your money. Okay? Thank you for watching, everybody. Goodbye. Love you.